Hey there, Warriors fans. The season is heating up, and there's so much movement happening behind the scenes that you absolutely need to be following. Golden State is once again in the spotlight, not just for their on-court performance, but for the strategic maneuvers taking place in the background. The chatter around the league has been intense, especially with the way the team is handling its roster and exploring opportunities to add top-level talent to a squad that is already stacked with stars. Every day feels like a step closer to a pivotal shift, and for fans who live and breathe Warriors basketball, the tension and excitement are palpable. Right now, the conversation everyone is buzzing about involves Anthony Davis, and it is shaping up to be one of the most intriguing storylines this season. The Warriors have been quietly positioning themselves, talking with multiple teams, evaluating offers, and examining how a potential acquisition could fit around their core group. It's not just about adding a name to the roster. It's about finding the right fit, maintaining chemistry, and ensuring that every piece complements the existing stars. The front office has been methodical, assessing the possibilities carefully while also dealing with the reality of upcoming trade deadlines. Every negotiation, every conversation, and every calculated move is happening under immense pressure as time ticks closer to those critical moments. Meanwhile, the status of Jonathan Kuminga has added another layer of intrigue. It seems clear at this stage that his future in Golden State is shifting, with many insiders suggesting that a trade is not just likely, but almost inevitable. Kuminga's reduced playing time, combined with strategic decisions to keep him healthy and protect his market value, shows that the Warriors are balancing player development with long-term roster strategy. There's a real sense that the team is being cautious, not wanting to jeopardize potential return from a player who could be a key asset elsewhere. This kind of maneuvering highlights just how complex team building can be in the modern NBA, especially when you're trying to navigate both the competitive landscape and individual player ambitions. As we examine Kuminga's situation, it becomes clear that Golden State is playing a long game. The team is exploring every avenue, reaching out to teams showing interest, and carefully considering the impact of every potential deal. Despite some of the frustration that fans might feel seeing a talented young player sit out, these decisions are about maximizing the team's assets and creating the flexibility needed to make a bold move. The Western Conference is incredibly tight, with every win carrying weight, and the Warriors know that positioning themselves correctly now could pay dividends down the line. Balancing current performance with strategic planning is always a challenge, but Golden State appears determined to strike that balance, even if it means making unpopular short-term decisions. Turning back to Anthony Davis, the conversations around acquiring him are gaining real momentum. The idea of pairing him with Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler has analysts and fans alike envisioning a team capable of competing at the absolute highest level. Davis's combination of scoring, rebounding, and defensive presence makes him a potential game-changer, especially when integrated with the Warriors' style of play. While financial logistics and roster constraints are always part of the discussion, the possibility of a high-impact acquisition like Davis has everyone paying close attention to every rumor, every trade whisper, and every potential development. The team's front office has been carefully evaluating scenarios, considering how best to make a move without disrupting the existing chemistry that has made Golden State so formidable. The potential of multi-team trades adds another layer of complexity to the equation. Any deal involving a player of Davis's caliber would almost certainly require coordination with several organizations, each with its own priorities and constraints. This is where the Warriors' strategic acumen comes into play. They have to navigate not only the desires of the player and the financial considerations, but also the shifting dynamics of other teams who might hold leverage in the negotiations. It's a high-stakes chess match, and Golden State has shown over the years that they are more than capable of thinking several moves ahead. The possibility of executing a trade that elevates the team's championship potential while maintaining a strong core is precisely the kind of scenario the organization has been preparing for behind the scenes. Beyond the top stars, there is also a focus on depth and role players. The Warriors know that building a championship contender is not just about acquiring headline talent, but also ensuring that role players can step up when needed. The guard rotation, wing positions, and front court depth all factor into how a new addition like Davis would impact the team. Matching talent, managing minutes, and maintaining a cohesive system are all part of the strategy, and the organization has demonstrated an ability to optimize these factors in past seasons. The hope among fans is that any move made now will complement the team's strengths while shoring up areas that could become vulnerabilities in a tight playoff race. Another aspect to consider is the timing of any potential trades. With the trade deadline approaching, every day brings new possibilities and shifting probabilities. Teams are adjusting their plans, evaluating injury reports, and rethinking strategies based on how the season has unfolded. For the Warriors, this means keeping a close eye on both immediate opportunities and longer-term goals. The pressure to act quickly is balanced by the need to make the right move, ensuring that any acquisition enhances the team's chances without compromising stability. This delicate balance is part of what makes following the Warriors' front office so compelling. Every decision has layers of impact, both on and off the court. In addition, the broader Western Conference landscape plays a critical role in shaping Golden State's decisions. Teams like the Phoenix Suns, Minnesota Timberwolves, and Oklahoma City Thunder are all within reach, creating a competitive environment where every strategic move counts. The Warriors have to weigh not only how a new acquisition fits within their roster, but also how it positions them relative to these rivals. The balance between immediate wins and long-term growth is constantly being evaluated, and the organization's ability to execute on multiple fronts is a testament to the planning that goes into building a contender in today's NBA. Every rumor, every report, and every strategic maneuver contributes to a sense of urgency and excitement for Warriors fans. Whether it's watching how the team handles Jonathan Kuminga's situation or following the unfolding possibilities around Anthony Davis, there's a clear sense that Golden State is actively shaping its future. Fans are witnessing a team that is not only competing on the court, but also playing an intricate game off the court, one that could define the next championship window. The combination of high-level talent, careful planning, and opportunistic thinking makes this an incredibly fascinating time to follow the Warriors, and the next few weeks are likely to be pivotal in determining the trajectory of this season. As we dive deeper into the Warriors' current strategy, it's impossible not to appreciate how intricate their planning has become. Every move, every conversation, and every potential trade seems calculated with precision, reflecting a front office that has learned from years of championship success. Golden State isn't just chasing headlines. They're methodically analyzing which additions could give them the competitive edge needed to dominate the Western Conference and contend for another title. The landscape is crowded with talent, and the team knows that even a single roster enhancement could shift the balance in their favor, particularly if it strengthens both offense and defense simultaneously. The potential addition of Anthony Davis has become a fascinating talking point across the league, and it's easy to see why. Davis brings a unique blend of scoring, rebounding, shot blocking, and defensive versatility that few players in the NBA can match. His presence on the floor changes the dynamic of every matchup, and pairing him with Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler opens up countless possibilities on both ends of the court. Golden State has the chance to create a lineup capable of switching seamlessly between high-tempo offense and lockdown defense, forcing opponents to constantly adapt. The opportunity to integrate a player of Davis's caliber is precisely what has fans speculating about just how far the team could go this season if the right moves are made. Meanwhile, Jonathan Kuminga remains at the center of strategic calculations. While his reduced role and ongoing discussions about a potential trade have caused some frustration among fans, the decisions surrounding him reflect a broader understanding of asset management. By limiting his exposure on the court, the Warriors can protect his value, keeping him healthy and maximizing the potential return if a trade materializes. Kuminga's youth, skill set, and upside make him an attractive piece for other teams, and Golden State is clearly weighing the balance between current contributions and future gains. The careful handling of a situation underscores how the team approaches complex scenarios with patience, even when the public narrative creates a sense of urgency. Off the court, the front office is engaging in a subtle game of positioning and leverage. Multiple teams are being evaluated, offers are being compared, and contingency plans are in motion to ensure that Golden State can act quickly if the right opportunity presents itself. These kinds of strategic negotiations are not just about the immediate benefits. They're about long-term planning and maintaining flexibility. In a league where injuries, unexpected performances, and shifting team dynamics can drastically alter the competitive landscape, the ability to pivot quickly can be just as valuable as on-court talent. The Warriors' approach reflects an understanding that building a championship team is as much about timing and strategic foresight as it is about individual talent. Financial considerations also play a major role in the decision-making process. With salaries, luxury tax implications, and contract structures in mind, every potential trade is evaluated not only for its basketball impact, but also for its sustainability. The team's management is tasked with balancing star acquisitions with salary cap flexibility, ensuring that future seasons remain viable while still pushing for immediate success. This balancing act is particularly delicate when dealing with high-profile players whose contracts command significant financial commitments. Successfully navigating these constraints requires both creativity and a deep understanding of the league's financial landscape. And Golden State's front office has demonstrated a remarkable ability to manage these challenges in the past. On the court, the implications of potential roster changes are already being considered. Coaches and analysts alike are discussing how Davis's skill set would integrate with existing systems, how rotations would shift, and how role players could be optimized. The focus is not just on marquee matchups, but also on the nuanced aspects of team chemistry, spacing, and defensive schemes. The goal is to create a roster that is greater than the sum of its parts, where every player's strengths are maximized and weaknesses minimized. Integrating a high-impact player mid-season requires careful planning, and Golden State appears to be mapping out every scenario to ensure that any addition strengthens both the starting lineup and the bench. As the trade deadline approaches, the sense of urgency becomes more palpable. Every day brings a new set of rumors, new reports, and new possibilities. Teams across the league are adjusting their strategies, evaluating their rosters, and attempting to anticipate the moves of others. For Golden State, this means staying vigilant, maintaining flexibility, and being prepared to act decisively. The combination of strategic foresight, calculated risk-taking, and a willingness to seize opportunities as they arise has defined the organization's approach for years, and it continues to be a central element of their strategy this season. Looking at the broader Western Conference, the stakes could not be higher. Teams like the Phoenix Suns, Minnesota Timberwolves, and Oklahoma City Thunder are all within striking distance, creating a landscape where a single acquisition or trade could dramatically shift the balance of power. The Warriors are acutely aware of this environment, and every move is being considered in the context of maintaining competitiveness in a tightly contested conference. The pressure to perform and the need to maximize every asset are driving decisions at every level, from the front office to the coaching staff to the players themselves. Before we continue, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Dubs updates. Let's keep going. Explosive news is shaking the basketball world, and the epicenter might just be in Golden State. Sources close to the NBA have reportedly confirmed what many fans only dared whisper. LeBron James is on the move. After years of loyalty to the Los Angeles Lakers, the four-time MVP is allegedly heading to the Golden State Warriors, a franchise already stacked with championship pedigree. If true, this would mark one of the most shocking player movements in recent NBA history. Insiders suggest that the Warriors have managed to navigate a dizzying web of trades, salary cap gymnastics, and behind-the-scenes negotiations to secure the legendary forward. While official statements remain scarce, whispers within the league hint that the deal's complexity and financial magnitude could make it one of the most expensive acquisitions ever. Sources close to team management describe the price as jaw-dropping, raising eyebrows across the league and among analysts. Fans and pundits alike are already speculating on what a LeBron Warriors combination could mean. The synergy between his versatile play style and Golden State's sharpshooting core could be a nightmare for opponents. Meanwhile, questions swirl around how the Lakers plan to regroup after losing arguably the centerpiece of their roster. Speculation is rife about potential ripple effects, from altering the balance of power in the Western Conference to redefining championship expectations for the next several seasons. While nothing has been officially confirmed, league insiders suggest this move has been in the works for months. Sources describe intense negotiations behind closed doors, with multiple franchises reportedly vying for the chance to acquire LeBron. But it seems the Warriors' persistence and strategic maneuvering have won the day. Social media is ablaze with reactions, some ecstatic, others incredulous, as fans debate how this will reshape the NBA landscape. The financial stakes alone are extraordinary, with reports indicating a contract structure designed to maximize both team flexibility and LeBron's earning potential. Beyond the dollars, however, is the cultural shockwave, a player long synonymous with Los Angeles, now possibly donning the iconic blue and gold of Golden State. Speculation continues to mount over how this could affect team chemistry, draft strategies, and even the legacies of current Warriors stars. Whether rumor or near fact, one thing is certain. The NBA rumor mill has reached a fever pitch. If LeBron James truly is set to join the Warriors, it could be a defining moment for a generation of basketball fans and an announcement that will echo through the sport for years to come. Analysts, fans, and casual observers alike are waiting with bated breath for official confirmation, while the possibilities for the upcoming season already feel limitless. Stay updated exclusively with the latest Dub Nation news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep getting daily updates on the Warriors. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Your input is essential for the Dubs community. Stay tuned for the next video.